A very good morning to everyone present here. Today we are going to see about introduction to economics. So first of all we are going to see about the economics. What does it mean? So economics is the science that deals with the production and consumption of goods and services and the distribution and rendering of these for the human welfare. So here it deals with the mainly deals with the consumption of goods and services that is the goods which will receive from the production industry. Then we have services. We have to provide the services which is used for the human welfare. Then the next is economic goals. We have few economic goals which will be attained by the every industrial concern. So here we have high level of employment is necessary because of whenever we are having more number of productivity, so we need a high level of employment. Then the next is price stability. So we have to compare with the all other companies which is manufacturing the same product. The price stability of the particular product is necessary, which will be used in a particular constant manner. Then the next is called as the efficiency. So efficiency of the particular product is very much essential because of based upon the efficiency only they are going to buy the or else they are going to purchase the product. Then next is the equitable distribution of income. So distribution which is very much essential. Based upon the distribution only they are going to find the product and also they are going to buy the product on time. Then the growth is necessary. So these are some of the goals which are interdependent. The economic goals are not always complementary with each other. Then next is flow in an economy. The flow of goods, services, resources and money payments in a simple economy. So here we are having two major entities. One is called as households, then second one is called as business. So we are going to consider the business organization which have various economic resources based upon their assets like land, labor and capital, which are provided by the households, which is used to produce the customer goods and services which will be used by the particular industry. Then here the business organization which makes the payment of money to the households for receiving various resources. So based upon the households they are having some other ideas and other things which is purchased by that particular concern. So here the households in turn make the money to the business organization for receiving consumer goods and services. So based upon their need they are going to consume the goods and they are providing the services. So this is a cycle basis which are interdependent between the two major entities in a simple economy. So this is the flow of the economy. So here we have business, then second one is household. So based upon the business organization we are going to consider first one, the which will provide the goods and services to the customer. Then based upon the use of the resources they are provided the input to the households. Then the money payments for the resources, rents, wages, salaries, interest, profits, which are provided by the business organization to the household, and also which will provide the consumer goods and services. In a household, consume final goods and services which will produced by the business and service. Then here we are having the productivity which is in terms of a business organization which will provide the input to the particular households. Then here the economic resources like land, labor and capital, these things are provided by the households to the business organization. Then the money payments which are necessary for the consumer goods and services which is given by the households to the business organization. So this is the demand and supply curve. So here the demand and supply curve, which can indicates the quantity and price. Based upon the quantity, the price will vary. So here whenever the quantity which will increases, on the time the price also gradually increases, which will leads to the supply. So in vice versa. So here we are having the price which is a higher rate, then demand is very much low. Sometimes it will also occur on the time period the quantity is very much amount of small, but the price will be very much higher. When we are having more amount of quantity, on the time the price will decay. This also comes under this demand and supply. So here an interesting aspect of the economy, which is that the demand and supply of the product, which are interdependent and they are sensitive with respect to the price of that product. When there is a decrease in price of the particular product, the demand for the particular product will increases, which leads to supply which will decreases. So here the product is more in demand, and hence the demand of the product will increases. At the same time, lowering of the price of the particular product, which will make the producers restrain from the releasing more quantities of the product in the particular market. Hence the supply of the product is decreased. So the point of intersection of demand and supply curve, so which will be known as equilibrium point. So here we are having the price which is corresponding to this point, the quality of the supply which is equal to the quality of the demand, hence this point is called as the equilibrium point. So here we are having some factors which will influencing the demand. The shape of the demand curve, which is influenced by the following factors. First one, income of the supply. In second one, price of the related goods. Third one, taste of the customer. Based upon these things only, it will affect the demand. So here if the income of the particular people which will increases significantly, then their purchasing power will be naturally improved. Because of money only they are having their purchasing. So here this would definitely shift the demand if for instance the price of the television sets is lower drastically, it demands would naturally go up. So as a result, the demand of for its associated product, namely VCDs, would also increases. Hence, the price of the related goods influences the demand of the particular product. Over the period of time, the preference of the particular people for a particular product may increase, which in turn will affect the demand. For instance, of diabetic people prefer to have a sugar-free products. If the incidence of the diabetic rises naturally, then it will be increased demand for the sugar-free products. So and then next thing is that the factor which will influencing the supply also. So here also the shape of the supply curve is affected by the following factors based upon the cost of the inputs. Then second one, technology. Third one, weather. Fourth one is called as the price of the related goods. These are the sum of the factors which will be influencing the supply. So here if the supply of these inputs which will increases, then naturally the product cost will go up. In such a situation, at a prevailing price of the particular product, the product margin per unit will be less. The producers will reduce the production quantity, which will in turn affect the supply of the product. For the instance, if the price of the fertilizer and the cost of the labor which will increases significantly, in agriculture the profit margin per bag of paddy will be reduced. So the farmers will reduce the area of cultivation, and hence the quality of the supply of paddy will reduce, and also here which will prevailing the price of the paddy. If there is a advancement technology in that particular technology we are using in the manufacturing of the particular product, in the long run there will be reduction in the product that is the production cost per unit. This will be able to manufacturer to have a greater profit margin per the particular unit of providing the product price of the particular product. Hence, the producers will be tempted to the supply more quantity to the market. Weather also have some direction bearing of the supply of particular product. For example, demand of woolen products will increases during winter. This means the price of the woolen goods will be increased in winter. So naturally, the manufacturers will supply more volume of woolen goods during the winter season.